guys, welcome back. SpasmicGamer here. Today we're going to take a look at the subreddit jokes. Because if you guys remember last week's video, which was hecka brutal, we took a look at the Reddit 50/50 challenge. Yeah. So this time I decided maybe we should make Monday a little bit more like happy and cheery. So we're going ahead and start down here at number 23. And don't forget, if you guys like what you see here, don't forget to leave a like down below and subscribe. Alright. I called work this morning and whispered, "Sorry boss, I can't come in today. I have a wee cough." He exclaimed, "You have a wee cough?" I said, "Really? Thanks boss, see you next week." Oh, I get it. He's like, he said you have a week off instead of wee cough. Like, he exclaimed you have a wee cough, but he heard it as you have a week off. Oh man, that joke's so great. My doctor wrote me a prescription for daily sex. My girlfriend insists that it says dyslexia, but what does she know? You get it? Because dyslexia, it can spell daily sex, and yeah. That's kind of wishful thinking, isn't it? Like, every guy, like, hey, my doctor actually wrote me this prescription, so I have to stay home. What about the guys that are, like, by themselves, though? Like, actually, never mind. Forget I even asked that. Oh god, this could go horribly. A Nazi goes to a bar, looks around, and sees an Orthodox Jew sitting at a nearby table. "Barkeep," he says, "around on me for everyone but that gentleman right there." Everyone in the bar receives a cocktail. He looks over at the Jew and notices him smiling back. The Nazi is not amused, goes back to the bar. "Barkeep, I want to order a second round for everyone but him, and this time, make it all top shelf." Nazi looks again at the Jew and sees him still smiling. "Is that Jew an idiot or what?" Bartender responds, "Oh no, my friend, that's the owner." Okay, so I guess it's just the fact that, you know, oh, he's in a Jew bar, and oh, he's buying like high quality, spending all this money on a Jew bar. Oh, joke's on Jew. Hey guys, why did 7 eat 9? 'Cause he needs 3 squared meals a day. I'm sorry. You get it? 'Cause 3 squared is 9. Oh my god, you guys, I think this is my new favorite subreddit. An Asian guy walks into a bar. He sits down at the bar and starts drinking a beer. The guy next to him asks, "You know kung fu or karate or any of this stuff?" The Asian guy replies, "Why you ask this? Is it because I Chinese?" The other guy replies, "No, it's because you're drinking my effing beer." Okay, so he sits at the bar and just starts drinking somebody's random beer, and he's like, "Oh, do you know any of this stuff? If not, I'm gonna kick your butt for drinking my beer. My wife got stung by a bee on the forehead. She's now at the ER, her face all swollen and bruised. She almost died." Oh, that doesn't sound good. "Luckily, I was close enough to hit that bee with my shovel." That is so bad. Oh my god. I could totally see Matt doing something like that. Just like, "Oh, hang on, wife, I got it," and just like, wow, like this whole time you're just thinking like, man, she must be allergic to bees or something, and then luckily I was close enough to hit that bee with my shovel. At least it's not as bad as somebody who hates spiders and they like light their whole house on fire. That would be me though. That would be me. After my wife died, I couldn't look at a woman for 20 years, but when I got out of prison, it was totally worth it. That got dark really quick. That got super dark really quick. See, even the person right here, that went from 0 to 100 in 1.3 seconds. Dear Lord, that got dark so quick. Give a man a gun and he'll rob a bank. Give a man a bank and he'll rob the world. Yeah? That's totally true. That's getting kind of political, talking about like all the monopolies that he'd have if he invested his money right. Just collect all the money from the world. I wonder if that was targeted at like anybody specific. You know, like Bill Gates or Oprah or like any high-powered figure. It doesn't have to be a man, it could be a woman also. 3 porn stars were getting drunk and they started bragging to each other about their exploits. Girl number 1. Girls, I'm easily the biggest whore in this bar. One time, I got a soccer team. The whole team, including the towel boy, and I did it by sneaking into the locker room, getting naked, and then just waiting for the game to end. Girl number 2. Psh, you're a nerdy teenager compared to me. I did an entire fraternity when I was in college, even the pledges, and I did it by waking up, knocking on the front door, and asked who was ready for some fun. And then number 1 was taken aback, but number 3 didn't even blink. She said, girls, compared to me, you two may as well be a couple of Catholic nuns. Wasn't that long ago that I did every man, woman, and child in these here United States. And I did it by signing a non-disclosure agreement during each election year. That one just flies right over my head, honestly. Oh. I get it. Instead of like literally like, you know, doing them, it's saying like they screwed them over. I get it. That took me a minute. Let me see. An atheist dies and goes to hell. The devil welcomes him and says, let me show you around a little bit. They walk through a nice park with green trees, and the devil shows them a huge palace. This is your house now. Here are your keys. The man is happy and thanks the devil. The devil says, no need to thank me. Everyone gets a new place to live when they come down here. They continue walking through the nice park, flowers everywhere, and the devil shows the atheist a garage full of beautiful cars. Says, these are yours now. Hands him all the car keys again, and the atheist tries to thank him, but he says, everyone down here gets some cool cars. How would you drive around without having cars? They walk on, and the area gets even nicer. The birds are chirping, squirrels are running around, kittens everywhere, and they arrive at a fountain where the most beautiful woman the atheist has ever seen sits on a bench. She even looks at him and they instantly fall in love with each other. The man couldn't be any happier. The devil says, everyone gets to have a soulmate down here. We don't want anyone being lonely. As they walk on, the atheist notices a high fence. He peeks to the other side and is totally shocked. There are people in pools of lava screaming in pain, while the devil runs around and stabs them with his trident. Other devils are skinning people alive, heads are spiked, and many more terrible things are happening. A stench of sulfur is in the air. Terrified, the man stumbles backwards, and the devil asks, what's going on here? He asks the devil, what's going on here? And the devil shrugs and says, those are the Christians. I don't know why, but they prefer it that way. That's terrible. Yep. Kind of saying like Christians are sadistic and they prefer that if you're a bad person then you end up in hell where you're dead and skinned alive versus like, you know, just dying. My girlfriend just emailed me. The space button is broken on my laptop. Can you give me an alternative? Does anyone know what alternative means? Oh, ha ha ha. He read it as, can you give me anal alternative? Again, that is wishful thinking. If a girl says she will be ready in 5 minutes, she will. No need to remind her every 15 minutes about it. That's... She'll be ready in 5 minutes. No need to remind her every 15. The Bible says being gay is fine, as long as you're high. A man who lays with another man should be stoned. Oh. Me, what's the Wi-Fi password? Bartender, you need to buy a drink first. Okay, I'll have Coke. Is Pepsi okay? How much is that? It's like $3. There you go. So what's the Wi-Fi password? You need to buy a drink first. No spaces, all lowercase. So that's the password. You need to buy a drink first. That's like the longest password ever. I mean, like, I guess it'd be kind of safe, you know, because it's a longer password, but without, like, any numbers. As a butcher is shooting a dog from his shop, he sees a $10 bill and a note in his mouth, reading, 5 lamb chops, please. Aww. Oh, shoeing! I read that as shooting. Oh god, I'm a terrible person. Okay, as a butcher is shooing a dog from his shop, he sees a $10 and a note in his mouth reading, 5 lamb chops, please. Amazed, he takes the money, puts a bag of pork chops in the dog's mouth, and quickly closes the shop. He follows the dog and watches him wait for a green light, looks both ways, and trots across the road to a bus stop. The dog checks the timetable and sits on the bench. When a bus arrives, he walks around to the front and looks at the number, then boards the bus. The butcher follows, dumbstruck. As the bus travels onto the suburbs, the dog takes the scenery. After a while, he stands on his back paws to push the stop bell, and the butcher follows him off. The dog runs into a house and drops off the bag on the step. He goes back down the path, takes a big run, and throws himself whap against the door. He does this again and again, no answer. So he jumps on a wall, walks around the garden, beats his head against a window, jumps off, and waits at the front door. A big guy opens it and starts cursing and shouting at the dog. The butcher runs up and screams at the guy, "What the hell are you doing? This dog's a genius!" The owner responds, "Genius my ass! It's the second time this week he's forgotten his keys." Okay. This dog goes through all this trouble to get your freaking butcher meat, and just because he forgot his keys. Man, I'm lucky enough if my dog, like, if Fluffy doesn't freaking just lick me and wake me up all the times throughout the night. I'll be laying in bed and then just out of nowhere she'll randomly lick me. Yeah, I know she's telling me I love you, and I love her too, but just, I cannot sleep in bed with that dog. This dog is a genius. Oh my god. As an Aussie, Americans are always asking me where in Australia there isn't something trying to kill you. Which is true. School is my answer. I don't know about that. Tests are always trying to kill me. And this is the last one. Call me a racist if you want, but south of the border is a sea of violence, corruption, and stupidity I wouldn't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. I just thank my lucky stars I live in Canada. You think that this was gonna be about Mexico or something, and then it turns out to be about us, the United States, which I think is actually it's pretty funny to me too. And like, I'm not butthurt or anything, because our world is not just in the United States, but like the world in general is violent and corrupt and full of stupid people. So I'm laughing about it. Well, I hope that these videos did brighten your day, again with the subreddit jokes. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like down below, share with your friends, comment down what's your favorite joke. I'll even comment, and I'm gonna comment down with my favorite joke down in the comments below as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to share and subscribe if you liked. I'm SpasmicGamer. I'll see you guys next time.